Covering roughly 17,600 square kilometers in total surface area, Lake Ladoga is the largest freshwater lake in Europe and 14th largest in the world. Located in northwestern Russia, 40 kilometers east of St. Petersburg, Lake Ladoga is nearly 219 kilometers long, with an average width of 82 kilometers and an average depth of 51 meters. Lake Ladoga has an eminent place in the history of Russia and Europe as a whole. During World War II, when the city of Leningrad was under siege by the German army, it provided the only escape route, through which the Soviet Union was able to rescue its citizens and provide food to the population struck in the city, and ammunition to the Soviet army. During World War II, with the beginning of the Operation Barbarossa, German forces invaded the Soviet Union in June 1941. One of the main aims of the German army, or the Wehrmacht, was to capture Leningrad, an important cultural and industrial city, and the only way through which the Soviet Union had access to the Baltic Sea. The siege of Leningrad took place from September 8, 1941 to January 27, 1944, lasting roughly 872 days. It was one of the longest sieges in modern history. The Germans, with the help of the Finnish army, encircled the city and cut off all routes from the Russian mainland. About 500,000 Soviet troops, and up to 3 million civilians were trapped in the encircled city of Leningrad. The only way through which the city was connected to the mainland was through Lake Ladoga. The Germans thought that siege of Leningrad will be over soon before the winter, but the Russians resisted fiercely, and as the winter set in, an ice road was constructed through Lake Ladoga. Nearly 1.5 million people were able to escape through the lake. And more than 1.5 million tons of food was delivered to the residents of Leningrad over the ice road that was built over Lake Ladoga. The siege of Leningrad is considered as the deadliest siege in modern world history. More than 1 million people died during the siege. Before the start of the siege, Leningrad had a population of more than 3 million. Nearly 1.5 million were evacuated, and by the end of the siege in 1944, less than 700,000 remained in the city.